This is Drutter, and today is Thursday, the 1st of April, 2010. In this video, I'll list, detail, and discuss all known aspects of the recent Andrew Maguire case. Links are available in the sidebar. First, I'll summarize all the known info, and then I'll give my personal opinion. Andrew Maguire is a precious metals trader in London. Last November, he contacted the CFTC, which is the U.S. Commodities Futures Trading Commission, a division of the U.S. government charged with prohibiting fraud in the trading of futures contracts. He has worked with and obtained inside information from JPMorgan's precious metals futures traders. He informed the CFTC exactly how JPMorgan signals their traders when they will be artificially dropping the price of silver. The traders then short silver, along with JPMorgan, for guaranteed massive profits off the backs of honest traders who aren't in the loop. Then, in February, Maguire gave the CFTC watertight evidence of the fraud. He predicted the timing, method, and magnitude of a drastic market fluctuation by reading the signals he had been taught. Once the predictions had been proven accurate, he wrote to the CFTC, quote, "It is common knowledge here in London among the metals traders that it is JP Morgan's intent to flush out and cover as many shorts as possible prior to any discussion in March about position limits. I feel sorry for all those not in the loop. A serious amount of money was made and lost today as a result of the CFTC's allowing an illegal and manipulative position to continue." The CFTC's only response to Maguire was, "Thank you so very much for your observations." On March 23rd, feeling betrayed by the CFTC, Maguire contacted Adrian Douglas, the director of GATA, the private group working to expose the manipulation in precious metals markets. He gave GATA the same information he had given the CFTC, and GATA immediately released it to the public. Maguire went from wealthy trader to whistleblower. The next day, as he and his wife were returning from buying groceries in London, a vehicle sped out of a side alley and broadsided his car. Maguire and his wife were both injured. The other driver attempted to leave the scene but was blocked by bystanders who had seen the crash. The other driver then sped directly at the bystanders, who had to leap out of the way to avoid being run down. The other driver collided with other stationary vehicles in the rush to escape. Apparently, police helicopters were used to catch the other driver, but no details have been released, even though this was several days ago now. Maguire and his wife were admitted to hospital and released the following day. They are expected to make a full recovery from their injuries. On March 29th, Maguire was interviewed by King World News, an independent website and radio program. As you can hear in the interview, Maguire was slated to go on all the major networks and news programs, but they all dropped their meetings with him after the car crash. This interview is incredible, and I definitely recommend you follow the link and listen to the whole thing. It's several minutes long, but it's very worth it. The fraud he exposed is being called the largest financial fraud in human history. Another extremely interesting point revealed in the interview is that silver and gold are now leveraged 100 to 1 in these exchanges. That means for every 100 ounces of precious metal held in paper or electronically, there's only 1 ounce of metal in the vault. Incredible levels of fraud and manipulation. This is amazing news for anyone who holds precious metals, and very, very bad news for JP Morgan, the CFTC, and anybody holding cash, paper investments, or other forms of fiat currency. Fraud on this scale, in the trillions of dollars per year, dwarfs all other scams and turns this into a matter of national security. It makes Madoff look like a bad boy who snuck a bite of cookie from the jar. The implications are hard to grasp, but complete collapse of the US dollar and other fiat currencies is now being openly considered. When I say openly, I mean by everybody except the mainstream media outlets. They will not cover the case, and therefore anyone listening exclusively to them has yet to hear about it. The exception is the New York Post, who has issued a story about the car crash. King World News has a brand new interview out with Adrian Douglas, the director of GATA. They discuss Maguire's hit and run, as well as the implications of the JPMorgan fraud finally coming to light. Yesterday, March 31st, a sophisticated cyber attack brought down all of King World News' state-of-the-art servers at once, taking their website and program offline. GATA reported, quote, "King and his family have not been attacked, and one may suppose that what happened tonight at least is preferable to being rammed by a hit-and-run driver, as Andrew Maguire and his wife were, after GATA disclosed that Maguire had given the CFTC detailed warning of a manipulation of the futures market." King World News has repaired their servers and is back online. Now, for my opinion. JPMorgan uses their massive short position in silver to manipulate the physical silver market and make itself even richer than it already is. When a trader from the inner circle had pangs of guilt and tried to alert the CFTC, which is essentially part of the US government, nothing was done. When he went to GATA to get the story out to the public, they had his vehicle rammed to send him not just to hospital, but to send him a message as well: stop. All the major networks changed their mind about covering this fraud, the largest in human history. When King World News decided to cover it with an excellent and very damning interview, they were also sent a message. What will happen from here? Will the US government and their minions, the CFTC and JPMorgan, use their money and power to continue to amass more money and power? Or will the other 99.947% of the population put an end to it? Nothing will happen unless the message is spread to those willing to hear it. Please forward this video to everyone on your contact list. Rate, comment, and favorite this video. Add it to your Facebook page. Link people on your MSN list. Make video responses and link them here. Share the links related to this story as well. They're all available in the sidebar, and I'll continue to update this video with links as the story progresses, until the point when an update video needs to be made. JPMorgan, the gig is up. CFTC, you've been branded corrupt before, but we have solid proof this time. Fiat system, good riddance. Got silver?